Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about, is she playing hard to get? And basically how to tell if she's playing hard to get or perhaps she's just simply not interested. Basically how to tell the difference, like how to tell the difference between a woman who is not interested in you and a woman that is playing hard to get, because it can be a little bit tricky if you're not aware of the signs, okay? So it's kind of pretty... I have one answer for you basically, and it's very clear cut, and it's a really easy way to find out basically, and it's super. Basically, this is going to be the most effective thing you can do to find out whether or not she's just playing hard to get. So, women that play hard to get may take time to respond to your messages. Perhaps it may even seem like they've ghosted you and then come back and that kind of thing. But basically, whenever you ask them to hang out, whenever you ask them out on a date, they still show up. Right? Women who are not interested in you will not want to do anything romantic with you, like go out on a date. Right? But women who are playing hard to get may be a little bit hard to reach sometimes, but they still hang out with you and they don't break any plans to go out on a date with you. They show up to those dates and they are enthusiastic about it. You know, they want to be there. And they get excited when they're there with you and they're really happy to be there and they're enthusiastic. Right? But a woman that is not interested in you, who is showing no interest in you whatsoever, will never basically show up to those dates. Or she will only go on one date with you, or it might be the case that she tries to make friendship group dates. So it means that she brings other people, or she suggests that you guys bring other people. Even though you two aren't in a relationship yet. Because basically, if you're going to do a group kind of date thing, it should be when you're in a relationship. Because, you know, you should be using your first initial dates as a way to get to know each other, and not as a way, you know, because if you have your friends there, you can't give that person who you're on a date with your full attention. So, you know, because obviously, you know, if you've got your buddies there, then they're also going to want to, you know, chat to you and talk to you. And it kind of gets in the way of, you know, seducing each other. So it's important then that, you know, when you go on a date with a woman, that it's just you two, right, alone. And basically, a girl that doesn't like you, a woman that's not interested in you, will not show up to somewhere where you two are going to be alone romantically, right? That makes sense. You know, if a girl likes you, she will show up, even if it seems like she's playing hard to get, even if she's a little, you know, she's hard to get hold of sometimes. You know, she still shows up. She's still there, and she's consistent with that. You know, she always shows up to those dates. You know, it might be the case that, you know, sometimes she has to change the plans because something's come up, but most of the time, you know, she gives you that alternative time. So she might say to you something like, oh, I'm really sorry, I can't meet you on Saturday, but I can meet you on Sunday, you know, things like that. If she likes you, she'll do things like that. So, you know, it might be the case that she's really hard to get a hold of. It might be sometimes that she's kind of a little bit mean to you. You know, you're going to kind of like playing in that way, because some women are, you know, everyone's really different, not just women, but men as well. Like, you kind of, when you like someone, you behave, a lot of people behave differently. Some people behave the same, but most of the time, you know, the situation is very, very unique to you. And basically, if she likes you, then, you know, even if she is a little bit mean to you sometimes, or, you know, she's very, you know, maybe a bit sarcastic towards you, whatever it may be, whatever it is that you feel like she's doing that is kind of in suggesting that she's playing hard to get, whatever happens, however she behaves, you know, she still shows up to those dates. She still hangs out with you. She still likes to be around you. She still says yes to going out with you. And that's how you know, basically, if she is just, you know, if she is just playing hard to get, but does like you. But a woman who doesn't like you will not go out with you. It might be the case that she says that she will, but then she cancels. And it may be the case she keeps on cropping up in your life. She keeps on kind of trying to pull you back. But that might be the case that this kind of woman just likes your attention, because there are some women out there that just like the ego boost they get from knowing that you like them. Okay? And basically what that means is that they kind of keep you in friend zone, but they kind of give you like a little bit of carrot, you know, now and again. Like they may say something like, I really, really like you, but they still never meet up with you, right? They still never actually go on a date with you or, you know, in a physical setting. They may just text you saying I like you or something like that. And it's all because they just simply like the attention. They like the attention that you give them. And, you know, basically it never materializes. You two never end up in a relationship. You two never go out on a romantic date together. But I also want to put here as well, you know, just because you've been on one date with a girl, it doesn't necessarily mean that she likes you. You know, she has to always want to meet up with you. It's not the case of but she went on one date with me like a few months ago. You know, that kind of doesn't mean anything now. All that matters is if she's dating you consistently, and whenever you ask her out, she meets up with you, right? That's really, really important, because women can change their mind about you. She may have really liked you to begin with, and then you went on a date and she decided, hey, you know what, I don't think this person's for me. Don't, you know, take any offense to it. It's just something that happens. You know, you can't really help who you're attracted to. So it may be the case that, you know, that could happen. So, but she has to be basically dating you consistently. She has to keep on going out with you. You know, each time you ask her out, she says yes and she's there. You know, it doesn't mean, you know, like I said, like just because you went on one date, you know, a couple of months ago, or may have been even last week. If you're not consistently going on dates, and she's not, you know, happy to be there, and she's only just started making excuses, you kind of have to see her, you know, if you've been on one date and then she starts making excuses to why she no longer wants to see you, or you keep on trying to make dates with her but she keeps on cancelling, you know, don't pin your hopes and dreams on the fact that you went on that one date. Because, you know, past trends don't necessarily mean future results with women, right? She has to be still dating you consistently and still showing up to those dates. You know, so forget about the one date that you had or the two dates that you had. All that matters is what she's doing now. And if she is, you know, coming up with excuses not to see you, if she's, you know, flaking on you last minute, that's all that matters right now. That's how you should see it. You know, oh my God, right now, she's not interested in me because she keeps on flaking on me. She's not giving me alternative days and times when she's available. She's, you know, coming up with excuses. She's saying really confusing things like, I'm not sure where I am right now and stuff like that. A woman who does any of those things isn't interested in you, right? It may be the case that she once was, but now she no longer is. And we've all kind of had this experience where, you know, and it's fair for her to do that, because we've all had that experience where we've maybe, you know, started liking someone, and then over some time that you spent with them, you realized, hey, you know what, actually, I don't really like that person. It's not really anything, it's nothing personal usually, it's just preference. Like, they may have been really attractive, and she may have found you really attractive, you know, but after getting to know you for a while, maybe she decided, no, thank you. And I'm sure you've gone through experiences like that as well, where you've gone out on a date and, you know, you realize, you know what, I'm not really that into it. So, you know, those are the differences between, you know, a woman who does like you and a woman, and she's just playing hard to get, and a woman that doesn't like you. So remember this. Fundamentally remember this. If she's playing hard to get but likes you, she will still hang out with you. She will still go out on dates with you. You know, even if it, you know, there's, you know, dates are far and few in between, perhaps, you know, she still wants to see you. She still hangs out with you, even if she comes off a little distant sometimes, or she's a little bit mean or a little bit sarcastic towards you. She will still say yes to going out with you, and she'll still show up. And that's basically how you know if she likes you but is just playing hard to get. So thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to get in touch with me personally, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com to get coaching with me. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye, guys.